This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Lone Tree, Colorado. I am here with the Urban Village Grill, brand new for 2021. They've been providing flavors of India by combining time-honored recipes with ideas from contemporary culinary trends. I'm joined by the owner as well as the chef. Thanks, guys, for joining us here today. Let's start about a little bit about yourself. I mean, this really is a journey for you that began from a small town in India.
Yes.
We're talking all the way to Hell's Kitchen in New York City, now to Colorado. Probably had $100 in your pocket, and here we are today.
Correct.
Let's talk a little bit about this journey. I mean, this venture is not your first. You've been involved in the food hospitality industry for some time. This really is a culmination of your life's work. Share with me a little bit about the passion and the journey that led you to create this.
I just studied actually I'm not from the small town, I'm from Chennai, it's a huge town. I studied my culinary graduation over there, then afterwards I moved to Norwegian cruise lines. So I never cooked Indian food before I came to this country. Yes, I was mostly into French classical cuisines, and then past 14 years when I was working in New York, I used to work for a lot of Indian restaurants, which made me to get angry about how my country food is being destroyed. So I wanted to just bring that one in a different way and present to the people exactly how it's supposed to be served. I don't want it to go and look at someone else, how these people are doing and how these people are doing. I want to make everyone to come and look at me. I don't want to be inspired by someone. I want to be an inspiration. That was my passion for cooking.
That is excellent.
Yes.
And we're talking about a true workaholic. You probably eat, breathe, live here.
Yes, that's correct. Rather than sitting at home and thinking about our work, you better come to work.
That is good. As an owner, let me ask you a little bit about your background, why you decided to invest in a place here. Obviously, great location. People are going to be able to walk through. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, the old Urban Village Grill, which is just a mile away from here. I was involved in that too, but the model that Charlie actually brought up, it's a different one from the traditional Indian restaurant. So the other partner, who was my friend, so I used to actually know much detail about Charlie, so I came to know about Charlie and the model that he was actually using in that location. So what inspired me to be part of this location is the scope is much higher in this location. So when the COVID got stuck there, we actually decided to move. So that old location was closed for a while, and then we moved into this location, and that is where I actually involved too as one of the main partner.
That's an exciting story. I think it's a great location. Indian cuisine, we're talking, it dates back over 5,000 years. Each region has its own traditions and cultures that influence its food. The recipes that you have, do they reflect a certain region or really a combination of many?
It's a combination of Indian and European style, because I don't want it to attract one certain kind of people. I wanted to go in the business like a monopoly kind of business. I want everybody to come and enjoy. A lot of people have a misperception about Indian food. It's too much spicy, a lot of curries, all those kind of things. So I want to look at those kind of people, and then I want them to come and try. Most of my clients are newcomers or very young people, because they're thinking, oh, Indian food is way too spicy. They put too much of butter and creams, or unhealthy way. It was being presented that way, but which is not the truth. So I wanted to change all those kind of things. So where I come from, we eat food as a medicine.
Okay.
Over here, everybody's eating medicine as a food because they're not able to get a proper food in the restaurant. So I wanted to not only making it's a restaurant kind of style food, I wanted to make it a healthy version. That's one of the Indian traditional way of doing it.
That is interesting. I mean, would you say that we as Coloradans, or even across the United States, are we used to a certain type or a taste of Indian food? And how does that possibly differ what you're talking about? You're saying maybe less creams, less spicy. Touch on that some more for me.
Yes, it was not by Colorado or the entire country. They does not have any misunderstanding. They have a right understanding, but it was presented in the wrong way by most of the Indian restaurants. So they don't have that exact idea about Indian food. Indian food is very healthy food.
Yeah.
So if you're going to eat Indian food, you have to enjoy the spices. You should know exactly what it is, because that's how we eat in India. Every time we get sick about something, the mom will cook some kind of dishes for the sickness.
It's amazing.
So
I mean,
we
it's
don't need no
exciting.
medicines.
It's exciting that it's something I love so much, and yet it's good for me. I kind of like that because that's kind of rare. I mean, these are time-honored recipes. Is the goal of your menu to truly highlight and consolidate the best of Indian cuisine and other cuisine as well?
Yes, for me, it's like I don't want it to stick again, same on the traditional way of doing things, because everything, we have the latest shoes, I have a latest phone, but only people expect the chefs to give the same old traditional stuffs, because culinary school is something, anybody, any kind of education, they want to create something new. If I'm going to keep following the same thing, what my mom did, what my grandma did, what the other restaurant is doing, there is no creativity is there. So we constantly change our menu.
Okay.
Is I don't cook for myself. I basically cook for my clients. So I have to do exactly what they want to do. That's how we created it over here. It's basically a chef-oriented restaurant. I go to each and every table, because they're eating my food, I want to hear from them exactly what they like, what they don't like. Then it's very easy for me to update. If I keep cooking the way how it was cooked like 100 years ago, there's no point of going to school and educating ourselves and learning new things. Everybody's changing now, healthy-wise. People are going into vegan, gluten-free, all those things. We have to accommodate everyone without disturbing the traditional taste of it.
That's quite a challenge, but you're
Yes,
definitely
sir.
up for it. I mean, not only is the food unique and authentic, but the way it is cooked. We're talking about a tandoor clay oven.
Yes.
Why is that an important component?
Because most of the time it's similar kind of barbecue. Because if you're going to fry the fish or cook with a sauce, basically people are telling the curry, they're going to put it in that one. It destroys the flavor, because I'm a pure non-vegetarian. I eat nothing but the meat. So we wanted to give the enjoyment of that.
Let's talk a little bit about the menu. We're talking about a menu for lunch as well as dinner. So let's start with the lunch. I look at the menu, I see things like wraps, bowls, kebab platters. Share with me what you think right now is the most popular when it comes to the people.
Yes, that's one of the reasons we change our menu often.
Yeah.
Whatever is in the menus, everything is popular. There is sometimes I get confused when people ask me to recommend something.
Yeah.
There is no recommendation, because it is in the menu. Whatever is in the menu is recommended by me. So I cannot pick this is better, that is better. So we change our menu. We bring everything to the perfection afterwards. We introduce that one to the clients. Our lunch special is something I created basically for all the employees. Because when we was doing an interior decoration in this place, it happened for me to eat in a food court. So it shows in a wrong advertisement. They say, okay, 2 meals, it's like a $9. By the time you get the water, you get the soda, you get those things, it comes up to be like a $15, $16. But that is like more than a minimum wage what people are making.
Sure.
So I wanted to create something where all the employees can eat a very healthy meal, and then also varieties with an affordable price. There's no hidden fees over there. It's pretty simple. You come here. Then I wanted to create a different kind of menus, because I wanted to have a wraps. Some people, I wanted to have platters, and then also I wanted to have an Indian bowls, because I wanted to eat a wrap. You want to eat something else, but you go to a different place. So I wanted to have a one-stop shop. That's a kind of way how I created that thing. And then also you get a chance to eat the high-end quality food with an affordable price. And then every day it varies, different thing. I don't want it to have a buffet style. People are coming, it's getting dirty, people are sneezing, it's not hygienic.
And when it comes to the lunch menu, I think my favorite is always the bowls. I love bowls. It's my favorite. I love curry. You've got plenty of curry choices, be it chicken, beef, lamb, fish. Is your approach to curry a little bit different, would you say?
Yes, it is. My approach to curry is totally different, because after I came to America, when everybody using the word called curry, curry got nothing to do with India. That was a British term. That's an English word. So since that was a familiar, it got stuck in everybody's head. So we decided to follow the same way. But mine is like a totally different. One of our coconut curry is like a top selling item. That's a South Indian and a French fusion. And then also my butter chicken is like one of the top selling item. I call it, it's not your grandma's butter chicken, because I don't want people to change the way how I do my job, how I cook. I cook it for the perfection. Second thing is the Indian food. One of the worst way to try the Indian food is a mild, medium, spicy. Because my mom takes 30 minutes to cook a dish. I don't want to throw some kind of powders and send it outside just to say okay to people. People will accept when you try to educate them or try to give the importance of the recipes and dishes, how it's supposed to be done. But people are very acceptable with me, and they encourage me the way how they enjoy the food. It makes me very happy.
I think enjoying food of any cuisine to me is the more you're educated, the more you enjoy it. It's like a bottle of wine, the more you know about it. I've experienced Indian foods many times, but I've learned so much every time. It's amazing. As we move into the dinner menu, we're talking a little bit more elaborate. Let's start off with the appetizers. If I were to come in here with a group and maybe choose some dumplings, glazed Brussels sprouts, South-style fish fry, what would you add to those plates out there that would maybe round it out for people?
Oh, my cauliflower is one of the top selling items. That's one of the famous one because since I'm a pure non-vegetarian, I don't like to eat vegetables. So I created that one tastes like a chicken, so that even the meat lovers can eat some kind of vegetarian. Then we come up with a different dishes called a crispy kale chaat. Chaat is mostly Indian restaurant is served. It's mushy and soggy, but I wanted to give the experience. I wanted to create the wow moments. So that's how I came up with those dishes. That one came by the Ocean Eats last year. It came on top 10 dishes.
Interesting. As we move into the main course from the clay oven, we're looking at obviously plenty of tandoori, chicken, cauliflower, salmon, even prawns. Is tandoori still a favorite and something you tend to try to keep on the menu?
No, that is very famous.
Yeah.
For the meat, especially for the meat lovers. Not only meat lovers, any cut, because all the curries just comes with the sauce. If people wanted to enjoy the dry items, so that is the best one. Our lamb chops is one of the top selling. That's what we create, Italian and Indian style of marination with the nut-free pestos. So we constantly changing the thing to keep things interesting. Because I get bored if I see any of the dishes more than 3 to 4 months. I get bored. I wanted to do something different, new.
This becomes like a living document for you.
That's correct.
It doesn't stay still.
No.
It's always moving. That's exciting. One of the ones that caught my eye was something called Not Grandma's Butter Chicken.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that. What's in
That
that?
is one of my original recipe. Because butter chicken means already people are thinking. So that's the only thing, because where we come from, one of the most famous dish in all the Indian restaurants was chicken tikka masala. But chicken tikka masala is not an Indian dish, so I don't want it to move towards that direction. At the same time, butter chicken also somewhere, some people, they make it a different style. Every time the chefs are moving out of the restaurants, the clients are suffering. So I wanted to have a standard recipe, whether I am here, I'm not here. So I created that recipe. And that is one of the top selling items. It's like we call it a fenugreek sauce, that one. That is, it gives a happiness. Most of my clients for that particular dishes are people are age under 10. Yes, a lot of people, they come and ask for it. Do you have a kids menu? No, entire menu is kids friendly. The reason why I call it is not your grandma's butter chicken. I wanted to have it my way.
Yep.
I don't like anybody coming into my house and telling, do this way, do the other way.
That is neat. I mean, regardless of what you chew from a pot, be it lamb, beef, shrimp, chicken, or many vegetarian choices like I see on there, all these go well with baked fresh bread. Why is bread a must-have on the Indian table, and how is it baked?
That is one of the traditional Northern Indian part of the thing. Second thing is, I don't want it to have, if we're going to do it anything in the grill, we're going to add a lot of oil or a butter or something to that one. When you cook in a clay oven, it's freshly baked. It comes out of oven to the plate to the mouth. There's nothing can go wrong with it. It's a freshest way of doing it. And since the sauce has a rich flavor to that one, the bread will give a exact flavor more than the rice, because if you're going to mix it with the rice will take some of the flavors out, but the bread is not like that. So
Yeah,
then we love to eat a bread.
As we move into the sweet side, is dessert something that is popular in India? I mean, even ice cream? Tell me a little
Yes,
bit.
everybody makes the ice cream. Where I grew up, we didn't have no ice cream stores. The only time I said the story several times to my clients, everyone, the only time we can eat ice cream night around like 11 o'clock, the guy comes on the tricycle on the street with a copper pot and I have to scoop it up and give it. So we don't get a chance to eat ice cream that much because they come late in the night. So I created that recipe, cardamom spice pistachio ice cream. That is one of my award-winning dish.
All the food is great. I got excited when I researched it, but really this is more than just great food. Your vision really is an experience. I mean, what's going to set you apart from anyone out there is we're talking about the first outdoor Indian grilling experience. Why did you feel it was important and to be part of your vision to kind of bring the American backyard right here?
Yes, I basically all this while that was my 8-year dream. I wanted to do that way because I want to have the freshness of it. More than someone else cooking and bringing it for me, I wanted to have the experience, because none of the Indian restaurants have that kind of experience that you can just do something on your own. It's all been dumped in the plate and thrown on the table. I wanted to have interaction. Second thing is everybody nowadays holding the phone and sitting at the dining table. Nobody's interacting with anyone. I wanted to change that one. Now all this while, because of the COVID, that's what they was doing at home. They're grilling in a backyard, so why can't you come and grill in my backyard now?
That's
so
cool.
I'm inviting my clients to just come and have fun. Indian food is not just curry and
we as Americans, we don't sit around and just eat marshmallows. We cook our own marshmallows.
Yes.
We bake them. It's part of the experience, I think that's kind of exciting. Will the outdoor experience, will that be seasonal, or will it be pretty much open whenever the temperatures allow?
Yes, whenever the temperatures allow, we're going to be opening that one. But of course, we keep upgrading our menus. We're going to take the things out which is not popular, and then what is popular, and we reintroduce new items. So constantly, I want to keep things interesting, since I said that I get bored about everything very fast.
What has been the feedback on that concept? What have you heard from your people?
Oh, they're excited. They're more excited than me. I was so excited to create that concept that every time I tell all my regular clients, and they sound more excited than me.
I look around the place, beautiful environment. I see a full bar back there. So this is Indian street food, but yet it's a high-end culinary experience.
Yes.
But it's also a place you can come for happy hour.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy the game, enjoy some draft beer, Indian beer, maybe even a glass of wine. Is that something you think will be utilized?
Oh yeah, I'm more into whiskey. We have a lot of good Indian whiskeys, the top shelves over there. Yeah, we had a game nights as well. So people are coming to watch the game, and then we do have a happy hour every Monday to Friday. We have a happy hour 3 to 5. So people are just slowly, people are coming to know about what we are doing, and then the response it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
You both have really created kind of a slice of India right here in Colorado. Are you thankful for your local patrons who have followed you over from ventures before and obviously continue to support you?
Sure.
Absolutely. Do you see some of them,
yes.
and do they become friends?
Oh yes, I don't have no friends. I'm a very boring person. All my friends and family, everybody who walks inside, I met a lot of big brothers, big sisters, aunties, uncles, nieces and nephews. I have a lot of them, but everybody I met in the restaurant. I don't know anyone else.
That is neat. As you read the reviews out there, like I have, raving about the food, raving about the hospitality, and you think back to where you came from, you're sharing the taste of your cuisine and your culture. Does this continue to be rewarding for you as you're living the American dream and introducing something very new?
So I'm a kind of person, I never go and read the reviews because I know exactly what I'm doing, and then I continue to do that one for my clients, since they give the review straight on my face exactly what is happening in case if something is not right, and they tell me in a nice way because they support me a lot. So basically this is not like my restaurant, they're not like our customers, this is my house and they're my guest. So we have a great relationship that way, and they encourage me a lot.
Exciting. I'm anxious to see some of the things you provide back there. You got me hungry just talking to you. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. First of all, on the website, learn more about the menu, but remember, this is a chef-based restaurant, so that menu can definitely change. He loves listening to the consumers as they come in. He loves listening to you. You're not a customer, you're really his guest. And so he loves basically providing something for you. You're not going to get bored. During the warm weather out there, obviously a great patio. You can enjoy a really kind of a barbecue setting where you can hang out with your friends. It's very family friendly. At the same time, we're talking about a full bar. You can come in here and enjoy happy hour. You can even order online as well. Get it delivered for you. It's located right here in Park Meadows. Very easy to access. You don't have to go inside of the mall to access, but at the same time, if you've done some shopping for the day, you want to get something to eat, check it out as well. Once again, that's Urban Village Grill, brand new for 2021, where culinary artistry meets exceptional hospitality. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, And if you don't know, now you know.